Hello, and welcome to a basic introduction to video editing with me, Leanne Blaney. For those of you that don't know me, I have made most of, but not all of, most of the collective videos that we have had masses of fun putting together over lockdown. And yeah, it was suggested that some people might like to see what the process was. Obviously, there are loads of videos out there on YouTube and beyond of video editing, different pieces of software you can use, different things you can download to help you. I am simply going to take you through my process on the program that I use. It's the only one I use. And just to show you how we would put together single videos, just of single singers, and then I'll show you as well how we do the full collective videos too. So it's certainly to offer an insight into the collective process that we use, and anything that you might find useful, take away, have a go, try out yourself. I am completely and utterly self-taught, so the only reason I started doing them in the first place was because my chorus at the start of lockdown, we wanted to do a charity video. We wanted to raise money for our charity. Bearing in mind we knew that we wouldn't be able to do any sing outs, which is the normal way that we raise money. So we thought we would do a video for charity that we would ask for donations when people watch this video if they'd like it. And the person that would have ordinarily had made it, who has skills, she didn't have that much time to do so. So I offered to learn how to do it with her help, and just make something for the chorus. Turned out really nicely. And then I accidentally ended up in Simon's Zoom room an hour before a session. This was at the beginning of the collective during my first song, One Voice. I was asked to come and just do some feedback because they had a lot of recordings to do, not enough people to give feedback. So I was baritone section leader at the time in my chorus. So Sue Wilbur, she asked me if I wouldn't mind coming on. I said, all right. I was a bit nervous about doing anything else. But then somebody else gave me the confidence to have a go at sessions. So I ended up in the music team doing sessions that way. And then, yeah, ended up in Simon's Zoom room, accidentally having a little chat and just throwing in there and saying, oh, I can do videos if ever you want any help doing that. And it went from there, really. He gave me the chance to do one voice, and it was all right. And then I asked to do the next one, and the next one, and the next one. So I was really just in the right place at the right time, with a very generous boss who let me enjoy doing it all. I just love it, basically. Absolutely love it. I think it's great. Okay, that might be enough rambling now. Should we get down to it? So obviously this is recorded, so you'll be able to stop and start and revisit anything that doesn't make sense, so you could do with repeating. I intend to do it as... How do I intend to do it? I intend to do it just going through the process that I use. As I said, there's lots of actual tutorial videos out there for various programs, but this is how I do it. So first things first, I am on a program called WeVideo. You can Google it, and when you do so, this is going to be the dashboard that you get. In fact, if I take us back to, can I do that? I'm thinking of all the secret things I've got on here. Yeah. This is my home screen then. So if you see, yeah, start from scratch. That's basically what we're going to do now. Also got create new. I'm just going to take you through the videos, but there's all sorts of things you can do here. So I'm going for a horizontal video because all of my videos are so. Here we go. So just talk you through how it looks on screen. Here I've got all my files, and I'll talk you through what's on screen first. We've got the name of our video at the top. I might as well just change this now. We are going to be doing Build Me Up Buttercup. Build Me Up Buttercup. I'm just, I've called it there. It's not weird. I don't need that hashtag. I'll just take it out. In fact, I don't need the C either. So this is where our preview of our video is going to go. So we'll be able to watch it as we start building it. these are all our files. And at the bottom here, this is called the timeline. And the timeline is where we put elements that will then show in the video. We've got audio, we've got video 1, we've got text 1. And I can add, which I will be doing, add more videos because I'm going to need at least 4 because we're going to start with a quartet's worth. So let's add those in. So we've got them. These are all on 100% volume at the minute, which will change, and I'll show you how and why. It's now not moving down for me, that's annoying. I have 2 laptops that I use. I'm on the secondary laptop because it takes better video. As you can see me now, it's my other one. So I'm going to go to this one, which is Build Me Up Buttercup, where I have already started importing things in. You can see some of the gorgeous faces we're going to be using in this. And to import, you'll see here we've got an import button. That means you get in the videos that you've taken on your phone or your Zoom screen, your laptop. Press that, it gives you this option. So browse to select the media you want to import. So you just click on browse. You'd then choose wherever your video's gone to. So it might be in my Zoom room. I might be doing this meeting, and I'd just double click on Zoom, and it would take it in for me and import it into the video, into the program. Sorry. So first things first, when we're making a video like this, we need to make sure we've got the base audio. Obviously in the collective we all sing along to the tracks. You've got the same timing as everybody else, and that's what we're doing here. So I've put the audio on the timeline now. I'll just play it, make sure it's working. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Eventually I learned that you can see, I mean it's obvious, isn't it? You can see the audio visually as well. And that helps when you want to try and line up the quartet that you might be making. So let us start with Tanya. I'm going to put her in. I'm also going to just make this bigger so that I can see Tanya's audio with the track audio. Look quite similar, but it's not exactly the same, is it? And what I want to do is I want to zoom in on my beginning so I can see if I can try and match up the timings. Now then, that looks quite similar. Let's see if that works. Now I always turn the volume down in the video. I'm just going to watch the miming on here. She's not miming, she'll be singing. But we just want the visual at the minute. I don't need any of the singers' audio on their videos. See how we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, clicking's on time. She looks beautiful, doesn't she? And you can see, yeah. Well, I've done it first time there. That the audio and the visual match up together. Look what's happened. Look what happens when it doesn't. If I do it like that. Now let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the clicking's in time. That's right. That's nice. Good. Must have it right. Oh no. Hang on. Yeah, she's not in time there, is she? And then I need to work out, is she behind? Is she ahead? So I do it by listening and watching. She's behind for me there, which means that I need to move the track further forward, move the video, sorry, further forward in order to line up the track. Okie doke. And then I don't need to take it back to the beginning every time, so I can just click where I want on the timeline, see if it matches up again. Which it does. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It might not be absolutely perfect. I'll see that when I export. You get on the screen here, you get, I mean, it's good quality, but it could be even better quality. And it is when we export, so it's easy to see what is right and what is wrong. On my two computers, my scrollers are different directions. So if I want to go, right with one, it's one way, and the other way with the other one. Oh, I messed up there. We'll see. So excuse me if I get things wrong now and again. Right, let's see Julia, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with Tan, and I'm going to look at the audio. I don't even know what they're called. The visual manifestation of the audio track. I don't know. As I said, I'm self-taught, so that's what you're getting from me. Just Blaney ramblings. Now then, Julia, I can't even see. Maybe she hasn't done any. So that was Tan's sound, which we don't need. I've put Tan on, but I don't need to. Oh, I've messed that up. Oh well, I'll come back to it. Oh, Julia doesn't have an audio track, so I'm going to have to do it purely on the visuals. Right, well. Let's take it back here, take it back. And this is what I did in the beginning, because I didn't realise that you could match up audio.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Straight into it, oh Julia. Oh, so what's happened there is I've got Tanya on top, and I need to just move her away. So I'm going to drag it that way so that we can't see her. Let's see where we're Julia. So Julia's a little bit behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it to about here. I'm going to zoom in, and then I'm going to try and meticulously put her where she needs to be. Oh, fluked it first time. Right, lovely performance from Julia. So we've got her too. And I'm going to move her up the timeline. Not up the timeline, but up. I'm going to move her up here. I told you you'd be getting Blaneyisms. If you want tutorials with all of the correct vocabulary on, this is not the place to come. Oh, goodness. But if you want an insight to the collective process, this is the perfect place to come. Right, Julia and Tan, we've got them synced up. Let's go with Nikki next. She gone in, so I'm just dragging her in. Here she is. We will be able to match up visually what we've got here with the audio. Let's see. See if that works.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I've got the clicks on time. She's looking sensational too. Different part as well. And we've got a beautifully matched there. Okay, I'm going to move her up too. Let's see, we've got space because I've got them there. Oh, definitely, what's the word? I definitely moved her out of sync though. I'm not convinced Tanya's completely in sync. We might have to do her again. Right, let's Nikki get in there. You'll find out all these frustrations I have as well. Sometimes it just doesn't go where you want it to go. Oh, there we go. And I want her right at the end, so she's synced. And then last but not least, the delectable Karen. Stick her in here. So like Julia, don't have any audio. I think they're like me, and they do some miming when it comes to videos sometimes. Let's see. These backgrounds, gorgeous. So Karen's definitely going to be needing for us to move her upwards because she's behind a bit. Let's see where she starts. Right, there's our first click. So I'm going to stop it there, and I'm going to show you this motion, which is snip. You snip it, it breaks a clip in half, and then we can get rid of that bit. and we can move her backwards to where I think we might need her. I'm going to zoom in because I think I might need to move it upwards to about here. I think there's Simon's 1, 2, 3, and then we've got the click. Let's see. Just move a little bit on, so you can always move back if you've clipped a clip, cut a clip up. You can then extend it further if you need to, and then just move it across.
3, 4.
So Karen's a little bit fast there, so I'm just going to move it up.
4.
Oh, looking good. Is she miming those clips? I'll ask her. We've got this sync though, haven't we? That looks great to me. Another beautiful performance. Okay, so we've now got 4 of them in. As I said before, I'm not too sure if Tanya is completely correct. So I'm just going to check again, which is my fault.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She is. Okay, so we've got all of our performers in. We've got them all synced up. I'm now going to move back all the videos to the length I need them at. Now then, how do we get them all on screen at once though? That's going to be an issue. I'm going to show you how. So, what you can do, certainly on WeVideo, is we're now going to double click and it brings up this wonderful, love it, wonderful editing box. We've got transform, we've got crop, which didn't exist when I was first doing these videos and has changed my life. I would say it's changed my life, this crop button. We've got the volume we can change. We've got animation, which I might go into later if we've got time. Color keyring. I might show you that. I might not do. See if we've got time. It's not relevant for this at the minute. Color, and we've got speed as well. What we need is just this transform one for now, actually. This allows us to change the scale of the video. I mean, I'll take you through these as well. If I want to rotate it, don't know why I'd want her upside down, but I've got that option. I could flip around. She had a better side, but the sides are excellent there. Oh gosh, it won't let me go back now. There we go. I can also, again, put her upside down if I want to. I don't want to. There we go. I do not use these buttons, so I wish I hadn't clicked them because I don't know what it's going to do now. This is what I want though, the scale button. You can make her smaller and bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller. We're going to have 4 people on screen, and everybody is going to be, if you look at the scale sliding down, that takes us to 0.5. Everyone is going to be 0.5 of their original zoom box that they were. Positioning wise, I'm going to have a top right up here. Before I learned how to do it a certain way, I would just position them as carefully as I could do. Then I worked out there are actual numbers you can put in that make it perfect. So top right is 0 and 0 on the X and the Y axis. That's perfect for us. Okay, I'm going to save the changes, and she will just be singing along there in that position all the way through the video. Can you hear how that's a bit distorted? That's because I've still got the volume buttons on the videos that I've moved up here. So I'm just going to turn those down. And I've got the rest down half. She's still in sync. She sure is. And we've got Julia just below her. So you'll notice that whatever's at the top on the timeline here, that's the video that's going to be on top of all the others, which can be really useful. For this particular project at the minute, doesn't matter too much, but it's always useful to know. So Julia as well, we're going to have her down to 0.5. And then I like to just move them myself, just to see if I can get it exactly right, which I rarely can. And then I've worked out that it's 960 and 0 for the top right hand box. There we go, perfectly positioned. Then got Tanya. Tanya is going to 0.5 as well. There she goes. Down in the bottom, and we've got 0 and 540 for the bottom. There she goes. And last but not least, Karen. Oh, we should just have Karen Massive. No, I don't think so. We'll have her down to 0.5 as well. And Karen, it is 560 in the bottom and 960 and 540. There we go. What I could do, if I wanted to, is decide to change Julia so that she matches the what's the word? Sizing of all the others. And I think I might do that. What I'm going to do at the sides here is I'm just going to make all of my, what they're called, windows at the side. I'm just going to make them narrower. So you'll watch what I'm doing with these little arrows. It just makes it easier for me to work with. So I'm going to move Julia to the bottom of the timeline. I'm literally just going to move her across and move everybody else upwards. Just turn that down. Otherwise we'll have a Nikki solo. Although actually it's just Simon's voice and everybody's, isn't it? Move them up. I put Julia on the bottom. Just check she's in sync actually. She is. I don't want to miss too many of her moves, but I do like it to all be similar. Let's see. See how that works. It might not work, we might not like it. In fact, if I have Julia and Tan together, then it's going to be like their heads and bodies that are similar. We'll see a similar amount of them. Have Julia like that, and I'm going to move Tan and Nikki around. So just 0, 0 for Tan, she's in top left. I think it's 0, 690 for Nikki. I can't remember which it is, so if I just move it down, that'll be obvious to me. It is 0, 690. It's not 690. Is it 690? It's not, is it? 590? 540. 540. Come on, 540. There we go. Let's see how that's looking now. Does it look equalish? Sure does. Oh, I just want to watch them all now. I might just move Nikki upwards a little bit so she matches Karen. But then it means I'll have to make her a little bit bigger too. Which could be okay. See how we do. You might think that's too big. Not sure. And so that means that. Ooh, what does that mean? That means I want Nikki towards the bottom. So I'm going to move these two upwards. Nikki on the bottom. And then. Perfect. Let's see. Sometimes I get this with my program, I'm afraid, and it says, we're preparing this, and it just takes ages, and it means I just have to be patient, but it's very frustrating. If it continues doing it while I'm doing the video, obviously I'm going to stop. I'm looking at the 3 and I'm thinking, I'm not sure if they're completely synced, so sometimes I have to stop and start and have a look again, because it does throw them off a bit. It's Nikki for me, I need to just make sure she's synced. I think she's just a little bit behind. Although she seems fine here. Yeah, I think she's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press finish, and you want it in full HD. Certainly I do anyway. Ideal quality for most devices, takes longer to process, so it will take a while, but I will obviously stop the video and come back to it then. You can put your name, what you want to call it here. It's already got mine in. If you just wanted the audio, if you were just audio editing, you'd press that, but we don't, we want video. Your destinations it's going to take you to. So it takes you just to the WeVideo platform and you can download it from there. I will press Google Drive if I'm going to send it off to Simon, and if it's finished. I don't need that for now though. If I'm uploading to YouTube as well, I'll make sure my account is linked to YouTube and press it there. Okay, so I'm going to press export, and that finalises our video for now. So I'm going to press it. You'll then get this screen, and you'll know that it is queued. It's going. So I'm going to come back and see what it looks like when it's finished. Okie doke. Okay, after a few minutes, our video is going to be ready. So it's when you set up an account with WeVideo, it's connected to your email address, or mine is anyway. So I get email updates when my video is ready. Here it is. Let's have a look. So it'll take you to this kind of screen, and then there's always an option to download. But on WeVideo, you also have a My Exports folder. So if you click on that, everybody will have this. Let's have a look, see if it's worked. Get full screen too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at them. They're fab. So I'm looking particularly if they're properly synced. Just looking at Karen first. I'd say that's pretty good to me. Julia, she's just nice. She's synced. Definitely synced. I find Nikki the hardest. I think she's doing bass, is she? I think she is. Might need to wait for a bit with more words to be sure. I think she is. I do this a lot though, and I'll just stare for ages. She is. Possibly a millisecond too slow. So I might move it a little bit further forward. Might do. Let's see. But yeah, in terms of it being synced correctly, it certainly is, isn't it? So now I could show you some little tips and tricks. Always go back to the dashboard when you get back to WeVideo if you're thinking, oh, I don't know where I am at all. So what we played there, it was unedited, it was just synced up. So I'm going to take the beginning bits out where people were just getting ready. It's going to be a bit further than that, isn't it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So people are generally ready about here. So I'm going to just press off and then press this, and then I can delete all of these first bits. I'm just going to press backspace, and then they're gone. And then I can select everything. Hopefully it's going to let me, and just move them all across so that they're right at the beginning. And then from the beginning we'll get this. Still a bit of Simon saying 4, which we don't really need, so we'll cut that out. Okay. Something I like to do with videos as well is add transitions. So rather than just quite a harsh start, so it comes in really quick, like that. Oh. I bet very helpfully it started doing this thing. I've got to wait for it to be ready. But I can show you anyway what I mean. On WeVideo, you've got these options across the top. Stock media is, you've got to pay for it basically. Pay even more than just the standard. I think I pay about £12 a month. And I do love it, so I just think of it as a hobby that I'm paying for. And you can pay more though and get access to free stock images and stuff and videos. My media though is where you can have all your own stuff that you upload. So I've now got folders, all of mine. You can add text, which we haven't done yet. I can show you how to do that if there's time later on. Audio we added before, and then there's some just sound effect ones here, look, which you can use if you so desire. But transitions we're looking at, I mean there's backgrounds as well, if you want to use any backgrounds. There's some really nice ones actually. Transitions though, there are a variety of transitions and it shows you them here if you want to go through. All sorts, some really funky ones if you fancy something like that, or like that. I like things like this sometimes. Standard one is just crossfade, where it just fades in, and if you do it at the start of a video when there's nothing before it, it just comes in nicely, I'd simply say. So I want to do that to all of our 4 contestants we've got, and let's see how that looks. This is going to be very annoying. It's going to keep doing this every time for us. Let's just hope it doesn't. But you can see that it just fades in nicely. It's a bit of a pain when the videos aren't all exactly the same size, because you can kind of see them behind each other. So I might just try and minimise that as much as I can by, this is the cropping device, which I love. And it just allows you to crop your videos as you would do a picture. It didn't exist when I started out, so I had to use all sorts of long-winded ways of doing things. So I'm glad I don't have to anymore. Okay. Right. Now, we've got our 4 synced up. We've got Simon's audio on. Do you know what it would sound even nicer with? The 4 singers themselves. And those of you that have been up for a few hours and have been watching Fred's Audacity video, you now have an absolute treat in store, because I've got it. He finished it and sent it to me, and we can put it in. So I've already downloaded it. Excuse me. And it's here, and I'm going to put it in, and I'm going to guess whereabouts it might be lined up. Possibly here. Let's see. The reason why I'll line it up with Simon's audio is because that's what everything else has been lined up to. So we better do what we've done before. Yeah, it sounds a little bit behind, so I'm just going to try and move it upwards. I think I've left myself no space. That's right. Don't know if I didn't explain before that if you need to shorten a clip, you just click at the end and then drag it across, and that drags it for us. Okay, let's move these up. See how that's looking. Looks a little bit too fast now. Okay, let's go from there. I think it's still a bit faster than what Simon was doing. And that's going to be a bit slower. It's a lot slower. Annoyingly, it's not letting me move it to precisely the part that I want. Let's see. That sounds better. Right, I'm going to take him down. I'm going to keep him there just in case I need him. But I'm taking him down now. And now it will just be the audio with our 4 volunteers. Oh, I just want to listen to them all now. Sounding wonderful. It doesn't look perfect on screen simply because it gives us a lower quality image, and I can just tell that the program's running a little bit slow at the minute. It's not a very good advert for it really, but it's the way it goes sometimes. Oh, it's fab. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some transitions onto the end, and then do an export. Look at Julia finishing absolutely earlier than everybody else there. Going to put the crap camera off. Honestly, the amount of times chorus members have had to say, will you just do it again? But don't finish it so early that I can't include you in the video. Let's have a look. Just hold it, always. Just hold that smile, hold that pose. I'm not kidding at you, Julia. You're gorgeous. But next time. Let's see what we can do with it. Maybe it means we're just stopping absolutely there. So I'm moving everybody backwards to exactly the same. Might not even need a transition. Might just fade, just not even. Karen, no. We might just let them disappear off screen. Do another transition though, let's see. I can still see Julia moving. I'm going to leave it then. Let's see if any of these might work for us. See what the slide looks like. Maybe we'll slide off screen at once. Oh, in fact, rather than just a slide, you can have a white right on 2 of them and a white left on 2 of them. Let's see how that looks. I'll have chosen the wrong ones definitely, but we'll just put them in for now and see. It's quite cool. I'll leave it like that for now. Will I? I mean, it's only a draft. Yeah, so Karen and Nikki at the bottom. How about I have them both right, and Tanya and Julia both left, and then they might go off in opposite directions from each other. Let's see. Don't take too long to prepare, please. We've got a video to do. Sometimes it's seconds. Sometimes it's more than seconds. I really hoped I wouldn't have to edit this part of the video. Oh, that's quite nice. I like it like that. Okay, so I'm going to finish it. I'm going to export it. So I'm going to put draft 1 this time, because while doing these, I'll often make many versions. We want it on full HD. We're having it just to there. Choose your thumbnail if ever you're thinking, well, I'm going to send it to somebody. Doesn't really matter though. Export, so saving that video. Okay, while we're doing that, we are going to go back and we're going to do another one. Done 4 people together. Those of you in the collective know that there are many more than 4 people doing our videos. So how about we start putting together some of our big videos. I'll show you how we do those. So I've already downloaded all of the video sessions that we had. There are a fair few. And I'll show you how we sync them up. So I'll just go to the first one. You'll notice some of these names. We've got Build Me Up Buttercup, Normal, Suzanne, the 25th of August. I've got Normal. I've also got Swaying from Suzanne. I've also got Clicking from Suzanne. This is because as the performance team decided that we wanted to experiment with the idea of swaying in parts, doing interesting clicks at the beginning. And so I just asked the video session leaders to indulge me and get different versions. So how about we start with just the normal one. I'm going to do what I did last time by having a nice wide section for this so that I can see the audio track. So I can imagine this bit here is maybe some chatting from Suzanne. Let's have a look.
So you can 1, 2.
Yeah, so we don't really need that in the video. So I'm going to cut that out and I'm going to go back to what looks like the pitch and then Simon coming in with his 1, 2, 3s. That's looking good. Have a look though that when it's one of these Zoom videos, how synced up people seem to be.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you see they kind of start well after really? And this is because it's Zoom, and on Zoom there is that latency issue. And often it's just the person taking the video, in this case Suzanne, who will actually be synced to the sound that you get on the video. And I'm just going to play it till we get to the words. I'm actually just struggling to work out whereabouts people are at this point. Oh, I think so. Suzanne looks synced. And there's other people that kind of are, but aren't really. They just aren't really. So in order to get the majority right, what I'm going to do is move the video forwards. I'm just going to get rid of this first bit. It just helps me to do it when it's words. Move it forwards. So Suzanne, who took the video, she's going to be out of sync, but everybody else might be more in sync. Let's have a look. Still not quite there yet at all. This takes ages for me. So I look at certain faces. So I'm looking at, she might be called Alev. I may have made that up now. Look at, she looks like she's synced at this point. And then I start looking at other people. I look at Jennifer. She's perfect. Judy, let's look at her. She's kind of nearly synced. And I do this for all of them. I just look through everybody and think, well, how close or how far away are they? So I'll just go across the line now. I'm going to imagine Suzanne is now ahead of everybody else. Absolutely, she is. I'm going to stick with this chorus bit for watching everybody. So I'll just go back and then have a look and see how people look. I think this lady is she behind everybody else? I'm struggling to work it out. I'm not sure, so I'm going to move on to this lady in the corner with a gorgeous background. Beautifully synced. I won't go through them all for the purposes of this video, but when I'm when I'm doing these, if there's time to, and if there is not many videos to start with, then I'll try and sync everybody up. But obviously, there are 400 people each time at least doing these videos, so it's just not really practical to do so. But I'll show you how, if there's somebody that sticks out as being behind everybody else or in front of everybody else, in this case I'm going to do Suzanne, how we can make them match up with everybody else. So I'm going to press Control C on this, which is copy, and then Control V, which is paste, and I get the same video again. I'm going to put it on top of this first one, and then double click on it. I'm going to use the crop feature to just crop the person that I need, which is Suzanne in this case. So I'm syncing her up with everybody else. Just crop to the bottom. There we go. And because she is in front of everybody else, what I need to do is just take her behind. So I'll make it zoom in. So remember what it looks like. She's way ahead of everybody. So if I take her backwards. Confusing myself now, can't tell what she's singing. Oh, there we go, synced. So we've moved her back by a few lines on here. You've got 18 seconds, 20 seconds, so we've effectively moved her back a second. If Angela was here, who started helping with videos, she would give you a really technical rundown of it all, about what all these individual tiny bits mean. I told her I'm not going to do that because I can't explain it well enough myself. But she's the precise one. I am precise in a different way, shall we say. So Suzanne looking better now. You'll also notice that on this screen we've got black bits here. And it would be nice to have a full screen of people. So what I do is I look at other videos and I think, okay, is there like 4 people from somewhere else I can steal to put into this video? And there is at the bottom here, look, I can grab those 4 people, and then I'll do something else with these ones here. What I'll also do is I just rename these when I use them. So I say at the top, used, so I know not to reuse that one again because I already have done. And then, yeah, I'm going to use this one. So let's make these smaller so they're out of our way. I'll move those 2 up. And I've thrown them out of sync, which is annoying, so I'm just going to throw them away like that. What I'll do as well, I'll just put a marker in this little symbol here. This lets us just mention where we are on the timeline. So I'm just going to put start here to remind myself that that's where the chorus bit starts. It makes it easy to sync up rather than on clicks and bums. I can just do it on the words. So, in fact, this is sway video, isn't it? I don't want them swaying. I just want normal video. So put that in. Let's see how synced it is. Not at all. So I'm just going to take it backwards. Probably backwards a bit more. Let's zoom in so you can see. At the minute you can't see them because they are underneath the other video that I've done. Okay, it's going to be about there. I think it's going to be a bit further forward, so we'll just do this. Zoom out so it's just easy to see everything. Move this upwards. Let's do that. Okay, they're on top now. What are the chances that Angela, that I was just talking about, is right here? There she is. She's in the video. Okay. So I only need these 4, but I will keep them all on just because I like watching everybody as I try and see if they're synced. And they're well behind, so I'm going to move them forward. So I'm looking specifically at Angela now. She's a little bit behind, so I'll just move it forward. Right, she's perfect. This lady's quite good too. They are currently possibly the wrong size, so let's have a look first by cropping them down. We just want the 4 at the bottom. Apologies to everybody else. Some wonderful performances going on there. So I just do this by eye because I don't know how else to do it. We just want their boxes. We're eventually going to split them in half, I think, from what I remember about the other video. Alright, let's see what kind of size they are. They are, oh, they're the right size. They nearly, yeah, they are. Fabulous. So I'm going to put Angela and this lady over here. And then save the changes, and then we're going to double up on this video. So I'm just going to do Control-C on my keyboard, Control-V, got it there, put it in exactly the same place as this one. And then we have then 2 of the same, but we don't need these 2 lovely ladies, we just need these 2 lovely ladies. And then we're moving them over this side to reveal, oh, to reveal this lady that we don't actually need twice at all. Nearly there, I think that's about right. And I'm going back to the first one, double clicking, cropping it to reveal the lady underneath. We do that there, and click save. There she is from the first video. You'll see it's not perfectly aligned. I can click this button and make it bigger so that I can see how close I am. There's a bit of black, I don't love it. And it's because I need to move this one up a bit and this one up a bit as well. So I'll do that, pressing escape to get rid of this, and then seeing if I can just put it perfectly into position. Depends how patient I am to get this absolutely right each time. But for me, yeah, it's just trial and error. Still there, so I've done that wrong. Need to move it up a little bit more. We're going to have a bit of black on the bottom, but I'm not too worried about that. Move it up a bit. Yeah, that looks better. What I can do to make it neat along the bottom is to add in just a black background on the solids, which will just neaten off the lady on the bottom. Oh, where's she gone? Where have they all gone? I've got it in the wrong place, that's why. Because these 2 aren't moved to the start. Let's move them across. There we go, and then we just move this up and down to where we need it to be. I might make it a bit bigger so that definitely gets to the end. There we go. Let's see how they're looking. And there we go, so we've got a full screen of singers there. And then I'd finish and export that as, how many have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? I've got 5 across and I've got 5 downwards. So I've got a 25 screen. So I'm going to put 25 faces 1. Set it. And I'm doing just the one video at once, Build Me Up Buttercup at once. So I'll know that that is for Build Me Up Buttercup. But I'll put it there anyway, just in case. Always on full HD. and then export. So I've got a synced 25 of people there. As I said at the beginning, then this is a very brief introduction. Really, there's so much to learn and to enjoy and do with it. And there are lots of things online, tutorial videos to help you. As this is Collective College, though, I thought it might be useful to have the Collective video editor actually talk you through some of the processes. I would have liked to have showed you how we put all the Zoom videos together, but I'm sure you can already have worked out if you've watched it already. It's the same process of what we've done with the quartet here. So we just merged the videos together. And that cropping thing that I did, where you take one out and move it somewhere else, that's how we get the neatness, and we make sure that it just looks beautiful on screen. You make notes of the people that have been used on one video and then need to be used on one video, and put them in places where there's spaces. So yes, it's an absolute pleasure being able to do it. I really do love it. I think I'm very lucky to have the responsibility that Simon's given to me. It's great. And I hope that was useful, helpful, or just insightful. You may go away and have a go yourself. You may go away and never want to have a go yourself, but just enjoyed having a look at how it is done. Right, enjoy the rest of Collective College. There are some sensational things on offer. Enjoy learning the song and everything that is available to you. It's going to be a wonderful weekend. All right, thank you very much. Bye.
Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum,
Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I have from the start. Build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. Pretend you told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then to the door. I can't take any more. It's not true. You let me down again. Baby, I try to find a little time, and I'll make you happy. I'll be home. I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, but I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I have from the start. Build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. You I'm a toy, but I could be the boy you adore, if you just let me know. You're untrue, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, I try to find a little time, and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down, and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will, I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling, you know that I have from the start. Build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I need you more than anyone, baby, you know that I have from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart.